As president, I, if elected by you the people, yes, the second to third place will be inaugurated with me. That is my campaign promise to you. But you know what else? Instead of going out there and blaming one nation or another nation for terrorist acts, we are going to work together as a world, as in an international society, to fight terrorism. Because we cannot do this fight alone. 9/11 occurred and we went to war with Iraq. We hunted down Al-Qaeda. We blamed them. But you know what we could have done? We could have said, hey, your countrymen were lost in this fight, in this disaster as well. Will you help us fight terrorism in the world? And been a shining star of cooperation together against terrorist acts. Instead, we went out and we bullied. We blamed one when there are so many other terrorist-type organizations in the world. And when we work together, we can stop these acts from happening, these great acts of law. So my policy would be to work with other nations, to open our resources, to share information about terrorist activities with other nations, and build an international network to fight terrorist acts. In remembrance of 9/11, in remembrance of all the other terrorist acts that have occurred. Because, see, when one nation can gather a lot of intelligence, the problem is we can't gather a lot of intelligence from other nations. We gather some, but not as much as that nation gathers of themselves. So when we share information about this terrorist activity together as an international task force would be set up under my leadership, we can more directly attack this terrorist problem in our world. Because when one nation stands alone, one nation stands alone. But when all nations stand together against terrorism, then we're a threat to these terrorists. Then we're able to, when we share information about terrorists going on, we can be in the preemptive strike and stop these attacks from occurring. Because with more information and more knowledge, we can lessen the chance of repeats of 9/11 and other terrorist acts that occur in the world. So it's not about one nation defending the world. It's about all nations working together to stop this terrorist fight. And that's what my policy would be as president. Would be an opening of the information channels when it concerns terrorist activity. That way, when other nations do the same, we have greater intelligence to fight against these terrorist acts. Greater defense, which is a lot better than a great offense after the fact. Thank you for your time. Christopher David Clayton, future President of the United States, if chosen by you, the people.